So I read an article a couple of days ago about how this man had been severely sick for years. And he'd been going to doctors and they couldn't figure out what it was. They was just throwing medicine at him and it was treating the symptoms but wasn't fixing the problem. And then one night he was rushed to the ER and that doctor asked him, "How old is your comforter?" And they're like, "What?" They said, "How old is your comforter?" And the wife's like, "Well, it's 15 years old." He said, "The first thing you need to do when you get home is throw it away." And I Googled this, and this really is a true thing. So I thought it was bullshit, but it's not. If you have a comforter that is older than 5 years probably, and you don't wash it 3 or 4 times a year, get rid of it. It is growing mold, bacteria, dust, dust mites, fungus, all the things, and it's making you sick. Now, my comforter, I got this when I moved into this house 12, 13 years ago. Like, my mom gave it to me as a housewarming gift, and I really love this comforter. I'm going to flip you around and show you, so hold on. But it's just your basic, cream color, maroon, and brown, and then it's got this little flower pattern on it. Not too girly, because while I'm a girl, I don't like girly shit, okay? But I painted my wall to kind of match. Now, is it perfect? No. But I love this wall. So what I'm doing today, because my comforter is wore out anyway from washing it multiple times for the past 12, 13 years, right? I'm throwing it away. I've been wanting to get a new one, and this is fixing to push me to the point to where I got to do that. So I'm taking it off the bed. I am going to wrap it up and take it to the dump. So if you have a comforter, like I said, that is super old, throw it away. And they said get one, and I'm going to butcher this, but antimicrobial comforter is what you need to get. Because it has some type of silver ion technology that repels mold and mildew and that kind of thing. And they're expensive if you get a good one. Okay, well, I got to go. Terminix is here. See ya. One thing, too, I need to mention, I forgot. Their daughter went online and hunted one down and bought it that night and paid next day shipping, and it was like $190. And when he got home from the hospital and he slept in his own bed that first night, she called the next morning. She's like, "Mom, how did Dad do? How did he sleep last night?" And she was like, "Awesome. He never woke up. He never had a coughing fit. He never acted like he couldn't breathe. Got the best night's sleep he's had in years." So that goes to prove that it was that man's comforter that was making him sick. And he also went to a follow-up to 2 of his doctors, and I don't remember what one of them was. But his doctor was amazed, and he was like, "Well, what have you been doing?" And he was like, "I got rid of my comforter." He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, the doctor I saw at the ER said it was the comforter making me sick, to throw it away and get this other one. So I did, and I got better." So the doctor wrote it down, and he's going to start advising all of his patients about that. So about 3 months after the thing, he went to his lung doctor. Same thing, completely cleared up, like 90% clear. And the doctor asked him what he done. And there again, he told him what happened. And he's like, "I've never heard that before in my life. Thank God for that doctor, because he just saved your life." So he marked that down and wrote it down, and he's telling all his customers, or patients, I don't know why I'm saying customers, but he's telling all his patients about it. So anyway, true story, really happened, but I can't tell you what city and state and all that because I don't know. I mean, you can Google, "Does your comforter make you sick?" and it will literally tell you yes. And that you need to get one with the microbi something. I said it earlier and I forgot. But anyway, get rid of your comforters.